So hi, I'm Viri, and today I'm here with...
Dianthus.
So if each one of you could say your name and what you do in the band?
Yes, I'm Jackie. I play guitar, and I also do lead vocals.
I'm her twin sis. My name is Jessica, and I do drums, and I also sing backup vocals.
Zach, and I play bass.
Awesome. And so, how are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Yep.
Yes.
This is probably the earliest we've ever woken up in a while. We have that rock star schedule, so we're always sleeping in.
Yeah. But we're doing awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. We're really happy to have you here and to have you play. We're really excited.
Likewise,
Thank
yes.
Yeah, and so first question of the day is, how did this all start? You know, your twin sisters, how did it come up? Was one of you like, oh, I want to play music, what about you, you know?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. We actually started off with classical. So Jessica and I, we started off with piano, and eventually, you know, we wanted more of a challenge. So she picked up the drums, I picked up guitar, and we just started jamming. So
Yeah.
we've been doing that probably since we were 14, so 22 now.
Right.
So we like the challenge. But Zach?
Yeah.
I guess just hearing, rock music and wanted to play it. So, yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah, nice and easy, right?
Yeah, and so how has your music come so far? Because you started at 14. How have you evolved? How do you think you evolved?
Okay. Well, we have to give a lot of credit to, playing live and doing shows and stuff. So what really helped us evolve our sound is, by watching other bands as well, listening to other bands, starting out, we love Blackfield Brides, and we still do. So pulling inspiration from those bands and applying it to live shows, you kind of find your sound and your style, your groove. So that's how, yeah.
And what was your biggest challenge of the band so far, and how do you think you've overcome it?
I wouldn't really say it's a challenge because it's fun for us, but probably just playing back-to-back shows.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, being the vocalist, gotta stay hydrated and, keep the stamina up. So, and the sleeping schedule, it's all over the place. But that's probably the most challenging thing, back-to-back shows. But it's fun for us, so it doesn't feel like it's hard work.
Yeah, each of us have a challenge, playing drums is really physical, and playing bass and, fronting the band, we each have our own challenges, but every day, we enjoy what we do, so it makes it easier.
Yeah. And what do you guys consider yourselves as? What kind
The
of
genre?
music do you think? Yeah, your genre.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like a mix.
It's a mixture, each of us are inspired by a lot of different bands, so, I would consider us as, progressive melodic metal, because there's a lot of different time changes we do, and, but we keep it upbeat with clean vocals.
Yeah, and outside of music, what do you do that contributes to your musicality? Because I know that a lot of other artists paint and then they come back in refreshed. What's kind of your other outlet?
Right. Well, we do kind of do some art as well. Jessica's a better painter than I am.
Yeah. We take inspiration from a lot of things, myself, besides drums, I like to, create and draw and sketch and stuff, and it all goes back to the music and stuff, and pulling stuff from certain relationships, or it fuels that fire. Yeah, all your experiences and people you come into contact with, it helps inspire music.
What about Zach?
Yeah. Any other inspiration?
I'm not sure, really. I don't know, pretty much just music, a lot of it, and listening to music sometimes, going to concerts,
Speaking of concerts, what was your first concert and how old were you?
It's probably embarrassing.
I'm not afraid to say this, but our first concert was a That's a Raven concert. Oh. And then after that, I wouldn't really consider that, actually. I would say Heart, because we watched that right after, and that was more of our niche, I would say. More rock and roll based.
Totally. Yeah.
And so I know you guys were fans of Blackfield Brides.
Yeah, still are.
How does it feel to have your music produced by Jinx? Does that feel full circle to you, or
Totally, yeah. It feels like a full circle moment for sure, because we spent a good deal of our our rock and roll history and our lives looking up to that band. So to finally work with them, it's it's really cool. It's a cool experience, and it's really humbling.
And how did that happen? How did you get in contact with him?
Yeah.
Well, it was honestly, pretty shocking to us even how we got connected. But actually, the videographer for Blackfield Brides, his name's Patrick Fogarty. He actually reached out to us after we put open like some of our demos, like our music. We uploaded that onto SoundCloud, so SoundCloud really helps, guys. But like we had our rough demos up there, and he took a liking to our music style. So that's how things all kind of came about. Yeah.
And what are you currently working on? Like, any sneak peeks,
Yes, we finished recording our album, our debut album. And we're in the mixing process, so it's taking a little bit longer than expected, but it's going to be out soon, hopefully within the next couple months. So, yeah, stay tuned for that.
Awesome. I'm really excited to hear.
Thank you. Thanks.
And like, where have you performed? What are your favorite venues that you've performed so far?
Let's see. Well, not too long ago, we played the Whiskey on Wednesday, and it was actually Zach's first time. So he's all the way from Wisconsin, so checked off the bucket list for him. So that one is probably one of our favorites too. The Viper Room.
Yeah, and the Whiskey's legendary.
Yeah, the Whiskey, Viper Room, and the Wiltern probably.
Wow.
He hasn't played there yet.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. I feel like as soon as a band plays the Whiskey, it's kind of like that gateway where you're just like, I'm in,
Totally.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yep.
And so I've been seeing a lot of like interviews about this and the term female fronted metal. I feel like a lot of women in metal embrace it. A lot of others like Alyssa Whiteglues and Fleur Jansen.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, I don't want to be associated with the term female fronted metal. What are your thoughts on the term?
Well, for me, like, I don't stress it too much because, there is, like, a certain crowd that follows that, too, like, female-fronted, and that's awesome, too. But I don't want to, just select myself to one sort of genre, so we want to cater to everybody. So it's hard not denying that we're a female band, but, like, we don't stress it too much because we're just playing what we love, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys would be doing the same thing. So
guys or girls.
We just happen to be girls, so the music's always first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of the time that's kind of like a focus now, which is like this and that. When you're right, it really should be about the music and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It would be cool to tour with a bunch of female fronted though. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Speaking of that, what would be your choices to tour with?
Let's see.
Oh gosh. Well, probably like Ice It to Kill and like definitely Arch Enemy would be really cool.
Arch Enemy, In This Moment, yes.
Yeah, In This Moment.
Hailstorm too.
Hailstorm.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah.
And can you tell me about like what kind of gear you use? What's kind of like your favorite kind of gear? What you're leaning towards?
That's my favorite subject.
Yes. It's like yes. For me, probably my favorite guitar I would say is my Schecter Hellraiser, and I play that with my PV6505 Plus head with the Marshall amp. So that's the ideal setup for me. Could play for hours with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I got too much going on with drums, but like it all goes down to like what snare you choose. So the snare is like the heartbeat of the drum set. So right now I just have a DW Performance Series. It's a 6.5 by 14 ebony. So it's really nice. And it's as nice as it sounds. So I love that snare. And then shout out to TRX Cymbals. I'm endorsed by them. So.
And for me, it's pretty simple. Just a Rickenbacker bass, and I don't really have an amp because I fly in. So I've been using just a pedal, and that's pretty much where I get all the sound from with whatever amp. So that's made by Dark Glass. So just those two things.
Oh my God, that's really cool.
Oh, also I forgot. Shout out to EMG Pickups. Love those guys.
What do you hope that people take away from your music once you release your album and even the 2 singles that you currently have out?
I really hope that whoever listens to it or takes a listen will feel like inspired and motivated to do whatever they want to do in life. No matter what negative things people can say, like, oh, you should pursue this or follow whatever whatever they want you to do. Hopefully they just find whatever their passion is. So that's what we hope.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I feel like music is really an outlet for a lot of people. And
Totally.
And
Yes.
what do you feel about the internet? And, like, all this technology in the digital age and the music industry, like, do you think it kind of like ruined it, or do you think it's kind of helping other people? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I kind of have like mixed feelings on it too, but I definitely feel like it's a huge benefit for us nowadays, social media, because you could reach so much people with like Instagram. That's my favorite one, Facebook and Twitter too. So it's like back in the olden days, you know, like how would people even get their music out there, you know, you realize, but word of mouth, of course, you can't go wrong with that. So, but I think it's a benefit, but if used, you know, not in the right way, it can be detrimental. So
Yeah, because I hear
mixed feelings.
Yeah, there's a lot of musicians how it's easy to rip off music from YouTube, and
Yeah, there's like piracy,
Yeah.
stealing stuff.
Yeah, also with like live shows and stuff, you know, like we want to keep that alive, obviously, and you know, like there's a lot of platforms where you can, you know, literally just watch bands online, but nothing compares to the live show.
Yeah,
you know?
of
That's where all the
course.
energy comes from.
Yeah, don't steal music off.
No, come on out to the live shows, guys.
Yeah, go watch them.
Come see us in person, not online.
Yeah, because I've been saying that a lot lately, and even
Yeah.
Kevin Lyman was kind of saying like, "Oh, we're gonna do a live stream of Warped Tour," but I'm just like, "Come on now."
I know that.
Yeah, they were planning on live streaming the first date of it,
Oh,
and I'm just
okay.
like, it's better to go out, you know?
Yeah. Maybe for like a couple songs or something. That's
Yeah.
cool promo too. Yeah.
If
But
not feeling good, stay home and watch more.
you'll feel better.
But still, just go out, yeah.
Yes.
What kind of like influenced more your style? Like going back to that other question, like what kind of pushed you to what you are, your aesthetics or your sound, or, you know?
Oh yeah, for me it was probably like three main bands. Definitely Metallica, Bullet for My Valentine, and I would probably say like a little bit of Evanescence for like the gothic side. But yeah, Metallica, like James Hetfield, he's one of my biggest inspirations. You know, fronting a band and playing guitar at the same time. You know, just seeing what he can do and command the crowd from that. It's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah, and we have so much inspirations, but as a drummer, you know, and I sing as well, so I like to pull inspiration from Jen Ledger of Skillet, because she sings as well. And but as far as drummers though, like I love Gojira, so like, you know, Mario Duplantier, just the Duplantier brothers in general, like we can relate to them a lot. And of course Rush with all the crazy prog time signatures. Yeah.
I guess for me, Kiss was a big one when I was younger, and well, still is. And with bass players, there's just tons of great ones out there. So I mean, guys like Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses and those type of guys, you know, really had it going on. You know, Cliff with Metallica and all that stuff. So.
So I saw in another interview that you're really into Flyleaf and Lacey Strum, and how you like how she's incorporating her screaming vocals into her side project. Do you think you'll ever do any screaming vocals for your?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally, I've tried, but I failed. I failed miserably. But I know there's a correct technique, but I think for now and for a while and a long time, I'll probably be doing clean vocals. But Zach does a little bit of screaming. So.
We'll have to put that load on Zach.
Will we hear a bit of that screaming on the album, or?
Probably not on the album because it's all recorded already, but maybe like in the future, something that'd be pretty cool to incorporate. So
Yeah.
Vocals.
some cool accents.
So what can we expect from this new album? You know, kind of like a feel of it, taste of it.
Let's see. Well, it's definitely got a lot of moods going on. There's like some softer ballads and like more like piano kind of stuff. But then there's also that really heavy side that we have. So yeah, expect like diversity, lots of different mood changes, and it'll keep you interested for sure. You could probably listen to it the whole way through, and you know, hopefully we'll keep you entertained.
Yeah. I think it's really cool when bands just don't stick to like kind
A
of
certain genre?
Yeah, or to a certain sound really. And if you were ever to change like genres, because I know a lot of bands evolve and people change their style. Like one of the most notable ones I think is Fall Out Boy and Panic! At the Disco. How they went from like that really pop punk style and are like really, you know,
Or
going
even Paramore too.
Yeah.
They totally. Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like as far as us, probably, you know, like any band and probably every band is going to change as, you know, they get older and they find like other sounds too. So like that's like inevitable. But for us, you know, we'll probably just stick to our same, you know, tone and not forget our roots, but still try other stuff outside the box. But nothing too drastic.
Right.
Yeah, because you know, change is good, but also like, you know.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And to wrap up this interview, Do you guys have any last words, any shout outs you want to give, or you know?
Let's see. Make sure you follow us on Instagram as well. We got Dianthus Metal. We got Twitter as well, and Facebook. So stay tuned for upcoming shows and whatnot.
Yep, definitely. I'll give credit to you. Shout out to Viri for being so amazing and for hooking us up with this awesome gig at El Cajon. And shout out to Brent too for helping out. And shout out to our endorsers, right? EMG and TRX, and all of our fans watching. Thank you guys. Yeah, all the people back in Wisconsin, right? Shout out to you guys.
Stay metal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.